We always look at liability, coverage, damages, defenses, right? So liability, is it clear, right? Is it like a clear liability case, or is there going to be, like you were saying, comparative fault or a potential defense verdict on liability alone, right? Coverage, usually you're not going to know right away what the insurance coverages are, but let's say there is none. I can't do anything with it. If it's $25,000 state minimum and there's no uninsured motorist coverage and the injuries are massively, I'm not going to I'll help the person, but I'm not going to take a fee on that. I'll help them just get the money out and tell them how to handle like subrogation and those sorts of things. So it's liability, coverage, and then what are the damages? And then, yeah, like we look at defenses, like what are they going to be able to do in terms of defending this case? For instance, if it's a neck injury, the person already had a neck problem. Okay, what was their last medical appointment and what was it? What was the diagnosis? Did they ever have an MRI? Was there a herniation? You know what I mean? And if there was, okay, get another MRI, compare the two. It's crazy. You get defense lawyers that'll literally say, you can't tell if that caused the herniation in her neck because there was no prior MRI to compare it to. And I'm like, I'll tell jurors, like, do you understand the ridiculous nature of that argument? There was no prior MRI because she didn't have a neck problem before she got T-boned. Of course there'd be no friggin' MRI to compare. And it's like, they thought that was a good argument? That's their best case? That's their best argument? Like, that just emboldens me, It's like, but that's the kind of come up against sometimes where you're like, really? But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of factors that go into what's a good case. What's really weird for me, I think, I think I'm a genuinely kind person and I care about people and I want to help people. I also have, my own bills to pay, my own payroll, and I got a ton of people that are relying on us as an actual law firm. So I want to make good decisions for not only the clients, but also for our law firm and not take on a case that I'm going to do a ton of work and not get paid, right? If it's one that I think warrants it and it's got a good chance and the person really needs me, then, I'll look at it and very likely do it. But when you say things like what makes a good case, all of us lawyers with good hearts and do this at a very high level, it's really weird because we'll say that's a great case. And usually what that means is that person is really fucked up. It might be great from a legal perspective and something that a lot of lawyers would be dying to get their hands on that case, but it's hard to, I never let it leave my mind that meaning a great case for you as the lawyer means there is someone going through hell right now. And I don't want to relish in that as, oh, I got a great one, when really it's, no, man, my job is to help this person through this problem, through this time, right? And try to make it as close to back to normal as they possibly can get if they can. And I think that's where, like when we talk about what makes a good case, yeah, from a legal perspective, for sure. When we talk about liability, coverage, damages, that's that section. That makes it really big damages with really good coverage and clear liability. Everybody wants that case. But a lot of lawyers, I think, they lose sight of the fact that they're already counting what their fee is rather than like taking care of the people and really wanting to make a difference in their life, right? And I think that's where, you have to always be cognizant of what it is that you're really doing. Like, what's the purpose of your job? What's the purpose of your career? And it's to help people.